Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome back to the eastern wing of the Stink Bug Works. Well, let's see, what have I done? I've made a prototype tab for my freshly painted mufflers that will go into this slot that's just freshly drilled that has a little bit of slop. And see, I tapered the ends so they can kind of go in whatever way they want, and it'll still keep them from rotating this way, because that's all this piece is going to do. And this piece will eventually glue into here. And what I'll do is I'll wait till the whole thing's sanded out, and then I'll come in and I'll glue in these little tabs, and I'll just use a whole bunch of epoxy thickened with some milled fiberglass. The milled fiberglass in the epoxy forms a really nice fillet, and it flares into joints and it fills in, and it, capillary action, and it just works really well. So I've also drilled holes, epoxied on the nuts for the hooks. I've drilled holes and I put some tape on the bottom here with a tab that I can come in later after everything's painted and grab that with a pair of pliers and tear that bit of tape off, because I don't want to be spraying paint in here while I'm painting out here. I don't want to spray paint in there while I'm painting out here. So I have these strips ready to go. In fact, I may glue one of them on today. There's something I noticed. There's a fix for it, but I should have done the fix earlier. Stand by. I should have done the fix earlier, but I think I'll just live with it. The way this thing is designed, the glue joint between this deck and this deck is a butt glue edge along here. Had I given this enough thought, I would have come in here with a little square piece of wood that was the same level as the ribs, the bulkheads, just down here, so this could set on them. That would prevent that from happening. See, that's not good. So my plan to glue this thing together has changed slightly. I'll do the whole thing with the painting and the thickening and all that. But then when I first set this in, I'm going to have to push it up tight, up against here, and then come in with the big, thick blue tape and tape these together along this joint up to this point where it breaks. So that'll hold that up against here. I'm going to hold off on this portion for a while. Then I'll bring it down, and I'll use strapping tape to tape it down along here, and I'll work on getting the nose done. Then I'll finally come back and get this portion on, and I've got to pull it up. See, I might just glue a block in there, say screw it, because this followed the curve that was cut into the wood. This wants to follow its own curve, and they're not quite the same. So I may waste a day and glue little bits. I'm not even going to bother shaping or bending it. I'll just glue a little 1/4-inch piece and a 1/4-inch piece and a 1/4-inch piece, and you're picking up what I'm putting down, just to get something in there that'll hold that curve. I mean, it's going to follow this curve no matter what. I just want it to follow that curve, and I think that's what I'll do. I'll just put a piece of wood in there to do that. This sort of helps, but I need another couple, one here and one there. Well, that just added a day to the process. I also mounted my my lights with some bolts. I'm wondering about how I'm going to get these wires into here. They have to go through somewhere, and I have a plan. I have a plan. See, I have to paint this and then install the lights. And the lights have to be waterproof. So here's my plan. I'll drill a hole large enough for one of those servo grommets, a large servo grommet. And I'll put a servo grommet in that hole, and I'll either put it in the side here, which is kind of cool, or I'll do it straight down the top, which is equally cool. But I'll put a servo grommet in there. Then what I'll do is I'll take that liquid electrical tape and I'll run a bead around the wires. I'll tape the wires together so I can get them, kind of nice and even so they take the least amount of space. And I'll slide a piece of brass tube that will fit inside of that grommet snugly, and I'll slide that brass tube over here, and that liquid electrical tape will bond everything, and I'll have just the wires and a piece of brass tube here. And then after everything's all said and done, I'll feed the wires through the grommet, and the brass tube will make a real nice tight fit in that grommet, and bingo, I got a waterproof through hull connection that's removable. Of course, I'm going to have to cut all these wires and then do all that and then resolder them, but that's not such a bad deal because I'm just going to run the wires down to about here, put a plug on it, put a battery in here and run the battery wires to the plug about here, and then let them dangle through this hole, and I'll just plug those together. So there you go. I was thinking of gluing this today, but instead I'm going to glue some little square bits of basswood. Just a couple of little blocks to hold that thing up. There you go, boys and girls. Until next time, jet out.